Okay, so this is a review of Shiver by Maggie Stiefvater. I actually read it probably like 3, maybe 4 weeks ago, and it was a library book, so I already took it back in, so I don't actually have it with me, but I'll read the summary from the website. So it's, for years, Grace has watched the wolves in the woods behind her house. One yellow-eyed wolf, her wolf, is a chilling presence she can't seem to live without. Meanwhile, Sam has lived 2 lives. In winter, the frozen woods, the protection of the pack, and the silent company of a fearless girl. In summer, a few precious months of being human, until the cold makes him shift back again. Now Grace meets a yellow-eyed boy whose familiarity takes her breath away. It's her wolf. It has to be, but as winter nears, Sam must fight to stay human or risk losing himself and Grace forever. Okay, so first I want to say I think that that's a really vague summary or like synopsis of what happens in the book. I think there's a lot more action and a lot more tension at the beginning than that implies, which I actually liked, because it wasn't just like, I don't want to make a comparison to Twilight, but I'm about to because I can't think of any other book to talk about where like it's just two people coming together and just being like oddly attracted to each other, which is kind of what I thought it was going to be based on the summary, so I like it the way she did it. The book is told in not necessarily like alternating perspectives, because it's not like Sam, Grace, Sam, Grace, Sam, Grace, but it's every chapter it's one of them, their points of view, which I enjoyed because it was nice to see things from someone else's point of view, and like to get like the girl and the boy perspective of what was going on. But I had so much trouble, and I don't know if this was just me, keeping like focus on who was actually speaking. And sometimes I think I would think I was in Grace's head, but I'd actually be in Sam's, and it was just all kinds of crazy for me. But that could just be me being stupid. And I also don't, as a general, like first person, so I'd prefer third person. But I did like it. I did buy the story, and I didn't think it was completely ridiculous. Like, again, I'm gonna talk about Twilight. I own the Twilight books. I've read them. I've read them multiple times. And inevitably, I think Shiver's always going to be compared to them because they're out at the same time, and it's about, well, then there's werewolves in both of them, I guess. But I think the story is much more real, and it's much more believable. Like, I buy that these two people care about each other, and they don't have an unhealthy love for one another, which I guess I like. And I cared about them, I guess. Okay, and this is gonna be spoilers, and I don't know. Eventually there won't be spoilers anymore, but I'm not gonna do anything special this video to let you know when. Okay, so spoiler. At some point in this story, Sam and Grace like go back to Grace's parents' house, which I do have a problem with. Or I don't know, it's just weird that where else is he gonna sleep but in her house? But I think it's kind of weird that her parents never notice anything. But I guess that's how her parents are. Anyways, and they sleep together. Like, they have sex. They don't just share a bed, which they've been doing for a long time. And I actually, as I was reading the book, I thought that that's what should happen. I think based on how she was like progressing the story, but I didn't think she would, because it's a young adult book, and usually that's not often done in young adult books. And so I was really surprised, and I was really glad that she did. I think when you have two people who are teenagers, and they're older teenagers, you know, I mean, Sam's like 18 and she's 17, they're practically adults. They can make their own decisions, especially Grace. She's mature because of her life situation, so I think it was perfectly acceptable. They were intelligent, made the right decisions, they cared about each other, all that. So I'm really glad she did it. I thought it was fantastic. And okay, so spoilers are over, I guess. So the story, I'm gonna give this a 3 out of 5, which seems really low, I guess. But the reason I want to do that is, one, I always rate beginning books and trilogies or in like series kind of well, because I expect them to get better and better and better as they go on. And there are 2 more books, Linger and, let's see, Linger, which comes out in July, and Forever, which comes out next July. But the other thing is, in order to get a 5 or 4.5 from me, I have to not be able to put the book down. And I put this book down a lot. I actually read like 2 other books while I was reading it, and that's not necessarily a good thing, in my opinion. So that's why it gets a 3, but I did enjoy it. I do really like it. I will buy it at some point, and that means if I'm gonna shell out the money and I spend a lot of money on my school stuff, so if I'm gonna buy it, I'm not great. And I do have to say, I'm very excited about Linger. I'll get it from the library at some point when it comes out and read it. But I just say, the summary for it on the website, I'm really confused about what's going on, because Shiver didn't really have like a cliffhanger ending. I liked it. I mean, I wanted a little more, but I liked it. But I don't understand how it's going into Linger based on what they have, like what she has posted on her website. So I'm kind of interested if it's going to be, like I said earlier with the summary for Shiver, it's not really specific about what's going on. So I don't know, and I'm not going to read that because that kind of has spoilers. So I guess that's it. Like I said, a 3 out of 5 stars. And I'm sorry that like my computer is reflecting in my glasses, but I'm not going to take them off. And without like going like this all the time, I can't not do it. So, okay. Talk to you later.